Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I wanted to make a quick video for all of my newbies, my new beginners, those who are starting out into this gardening venture, gardening journey. I am loving it so far, by the way. I wanted to come on here to talk about gardening tools that you're going to need as a beginner. I find that this video is very important to have. I want this video to be beneficial for someone out there because I see this question all the time online. Hey, I'm starting out on my gardening. What tools am I going to need? So I thought I'd come on here to make this video and hopefully you all find it helpful. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So the first thing you're going to need is going to be the obvious, and that's gardening gloves. Okay? These are going to protect your hands from any cuts, from scrapes, from blisters, if you need to dig the dirt, cutting twigs, etc. You need something that's going to protect your hands. You need something that's going to protect your nails. Now, I tend to keep my nails short. I prefer them short, but even then I get dirt stuck underneath them. So gloves does help to keep them clean. Invest yourself in some gloves. I got those from the dollar store and they're holding up pretty well. All you need to do is pop them in the washer, get a few washes out of them, and yeah, get yourself some gloves. The next thing you're gonna need is a watering pitcher. Now, I got this one from Temu, y'all. Where are my Temu shoppers? I'm a beginner, so I'm going to be on a budget, right? I'm not going to be spending all this money up front when I don't even know if I can keep a plant alive. Okay, so we will be keeping the budget really tiny as well as a beginner. You don't need to be out there at Home Depot or Lowe's or, all these other just kidding. I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding. My main point is to keep the budget small, especially if you're starting out, and get yourself a pitcher. You can find them at the dollar store. I got this one again from Temu. I think it was like $3 and change. And it acts as a sprayer and also a pitcher. The next thing you're going to need is a fork. Yes, I said it, y'all, a fork. Now, you may ask, why do you need a fork? Well, because we're going to be using it as a hand fork. What is a hand fork? A hand fork is used to loosen your soil. Okay, you're going to be tilling your soil, especially if it's dense or compact. You want to loosen it so that when you're watering your plants, the water can penetrate through, right? So again, as a beginner, we're not out here experimenting on acres of land. Okay, so buy yourself some containers so that you can start your gardening journey to see if you can grow something. And then fork will be perfect to till the soil in your container. You don't need a rake, you don't need any of that. Just get yourself a fork. And with the fork, it's not a fork that I'm going to be using. As well, like to eat. So reserve a fork aside to use on your garden. The next tool you're going to need is a garden shovel. Now, it's obvious why you need it. It's good for digging holes, for transferring soil to your containers, etc. So garden shovels are necessary, and yeah, they come in very handy. Get yourself a garden shovel. I got this one from Home Depot. It was about $6 and change, I would say. And it's really good quality. It's a really good quality hand shovel. So, yeah, get yourself one. The next thing you're going to need are scissors. Now, these scissors are going to be used as pruning shears for cutting dead leaves. You don't need those darn leaves to be messing up your vegetation, okay? Use those to keep your plants healthy by encouraging new growth. They also make a good thinning tool. I use these scissors to thin my radishes. So sometimes you have to thin your seedlings, and scissors are perfect. All right, now I did mention containers earlier. So the next thing we're going to talk about are containers. I know containers are not traditional gardening tools, but they are essential for beginners. in gardening, again, we're beginners, right? So start in your little containers. I know this one is tiny. It's a tiny container, but that's because I don't use up all my other containers. But yeah, get yourself containers. Did you know that radishes grow very well in containers as well as other great vegetables? And also, if you don't have any containers at the house, you can go to the dollar store and they have a lot of containers. You can buy some containers at the dollar store. So, yeah, go out there and get yourself some containers. The next gardening tool is garbage. Garbage, y'all. Now, garbage is not a tool, okay? Garbage is not a tool. We understand that, but it does play an essential role in creating natural fertilizer for your garden. You can create compost for your garden, okay? I'm talking about, and when I say garbage, I'm talking about kitchen scraps. We're going to keep it budget friendly and make our own DIY fertilizer. We're going to make our own compost. Okay. So make sure that you are saving your garbage. Again, when I say garbage, I'm talking about your banana peels, your eggshells, your lemon skin, your avocado. I'm not talking about meat. Make sure you guys check out my natural fertilizer video. I am going to be posting that video soon. So stay tuned. It's super easy to make fertilizer. Okay. And then the next thing you're going to need is stool and knee support. Okay. And this is mainly for those who are 30 plus, 30 years old and up. Your knees and your back, but especially your back, are going to go through hell with all the bending and the kneeling. So invest in a stool and knee support tool. Okay. I got this stool from the dollar store, y'all. The dollar store. When I say invest, I don't care if you get those fancy gadgets for gardeners or you thrift or you make it yourself. Just get yourself something that's going to support your knee and your back. I'm using an old pillow that I don't need. So for knee support, I'm using that. You can put it inside of a trash bag if you don't want to get it dirty, and that can act as a great knee support. The next thing you're going to need is a soil sifter. Now, I got this one from Goodwill, and it's not an actual soil sifter. It's a toy which I'm using as a sifter. Again, I'm on a budget. You need a soil sifter because a lot of times what you will find is that the soil bag is filled with a lot of wood chips. That's not good for seedlings. They don't want to be lifting wood chips off of them when they're popping up out of the ground. So get yourself something to sift your soil. That way it makes the soil nice and smooth and all that. All right. So that is all on my list. I know there are more, but the things that I listed on this video are going to get you new beginners off to a great start. And yeah, so you don't need to buy expensive gadgets, expensive tools. Again, like I said, I don't even know if I can grow things. So I'm not going to be spending a lot of money on tools if I don't even know that I can grow something. I hope you all found this video helpful and useful. Make sure you share it with others, those who may benefit from this content. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, hit that subscribe button, check out my last video, and I will see you all in the next one.